can go into there, can I? Right. There we are. Let's make it in there. Make me cry. Right.
Please proceed to the highlighted route and then the route guidance will start.
Right.
'Turn left now and then turn left. In 1/10 of a mile, turn left. Turn left now and then enter the roundabout and take the first exit. In 100 yards, enter the roundabout and take the first exit. Take the first exit now. In 3/10 of a mile, keep left and then keep left. Keep left now and then keep left. In 1/10 of a mile, keep left. Keep left now and then keep right. In 1/10 of a mile, keep right.
Well done. Yeah, well done. Leave it to it.
Keep right now.
Thank you, sexies. Love you. Shall see you tomorrow. Love, baby.
In a quarter of a mile, keep right.
Mm-hmm.
Keep right now.
Thank you, sexies. Love you.
Proceed
I'll
3
see you
miles to the
tomorrow. Right, ta-ra,
roundabout.
baby. Sexies, love you. See you tomorrow. Ta-ra, babies. Oh, I love you as well. Thank you, sexies. Oh, you're bloody brilliant, aren't you? You are. Isn't that sexy? Really nice now. It's got bells on there. It's a little bit down there. Yeah. Babies. See you tomorrow. Ta-ra, sexies. Brilliant, isn't it? That stand's fantastic. It's a bloody brilliant stand. Yes, it is. Hey Google, what time is it? Babies. See you tomorrow. Ta-ra, sexies. this side so you can see the traffic coming towards you. Oh, guys, we're wrong way. You should have gone to this side, shouldn't you?
In a quarter of a mile, enter the roundabout and take the second exit onto Cardiff Road. Take the second exit now.
I got a camera in and I've been behaving this for some reason. Surprising how people behave themselves when they know they're being filmed. You know, everybody should have a dash cam. BBC tomorrow. Everybody should have a dash cam, I believe.
In a quarter of a mile, enter the roundabout and take the second exit onto Cardiff Road. Take the second exit now. Take the first exit now. In a quarter of a mile, enter the roundabout and take the third exit onto Gladstone Road. Take the third exit now.
You see that then? Jesus. How did it bloody get? And it did. You see it? Oh my god, I'm on camera.
In a quarter of a mile, turn left onto Hanover Street and then turn right.
Why is it saying I do 8,000 an hour when I parked? That makes sense. Look at babies. See you tomorrow. Car sexies.
Turn left now and then turn right. Turn right now and then turn left. Turn left now and then your destination is ahead.
So those cars are gone now, see? The other ones shouldn't have been here in the first place, though. I don't know why they allowed them to do it.